Sanford Stadium in Athens. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Condors and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Georgia's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, and the ability to be physical and keep him...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bulldog! He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Condors offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good, so I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay, and they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Bringing the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Condors will send out the punt unit. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth it.
Brought down at the 12-yard line. That's a first down and maybe the start of a long drive. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Humphreys. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. To the air. It's right. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And it'll be the Condors who will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And the Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. Whoop, and runs through another guy. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And when you
Drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. They just keep firing. Finds his big tight end. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And the Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Nate Frazier. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldog!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Could not make his way to the corner.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
There's fast, and then there's fast. This guy's fast. Great job. You can tell him outrunning the defense, making the big play. Now the offense, it's your turn to do something.
Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Phillips. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Going to the run, it's Phillips. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Frazier. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
The option look. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's right. He's got it. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Condors will call on their punt team. Fair catches signal for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered.
He's loose. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And this is how you want to start your season. You want to create as many explosive plays as possible. And if you're an offensive coordinator and you can turn and hand the ball off and make big plays, it makes your play calling so easy. Let's see if they continue to run the rock with explosive plays like that.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmaker. He's looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can...
Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Hey, man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the 1st half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate.
He's got it down the field. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Under fire. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And he could not get loose on the run.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Here comes the heat. Flips it out to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is on its way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Georgia sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to pass, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Phillips. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Georgia using its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go right back downfield. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Condors head coach. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's right. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, bro.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Trying the left side. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. At the finding some room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Perkins. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it.
Here's a little room there. Just dusted the field.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And it'll be the Condors who will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Stockton. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Phillips. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. QB draw. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's right. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of running room. The 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Starting off off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
3rd down. Offense trying to go option, seeing if they can outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they were able to come away with a massive negative play.
And this one splits the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Georgia sideline, things are starting to get pretty emotional. As you know, this head coach coaching for his home team, his first game as the head guy, and this will mean so much to him. His offense, though, just has to finish it off with a big lead in the 4th. Can they get the first home win ever for this coach who's given so much of his heart and soul to this program? Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Stockton. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Condor! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Set to kick off.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here.
Makes the grab in their space. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna look downfield again. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. A strike downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Condors decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete. Now facing a third and long. Making side adjustments here. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Running inside. It's Stevens. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much